partnered with X-Rocker. They have great quality products such as chairs, desk accessories, and more. Feel free to check out the link down below in the description. And when checking out, use the code Lyronyx10 and get 10% off of any item of your choice. Hey guys, it's Lyronyx here, and I'm making another Dragon Adventures video. In today's video, we are making another part to our lovely beginner's guide. In today's video, we're going to be talking about elements, and then I also have a quick little small update before that I would like to share with you guys. So two things, obviously. One is going to be that little update because I actually found out there was a small little update within the Discord server. Obviously, to be a part of this little thing going on, you would have to be in their Discord server, but I still felt like I would mention because it was a kind of like fun little activity thing that they have going on now that they've added for like more interaction within the server and within the game. So I think that's really cool. So I'm going to talk to you guys about that. And then also for the elements, we're going to go through that. And I just want you to know, I want you to be prepared that I'm going to try and have this as organized as possible. But knowing me, this might get a little out of hand. So I would like a fair warning beforehand. So there you go. As for the Discord server update they have a new little section called community events, where they will have trivia night, they'll have art contests, they'll have base building competitions, and they'll even have movie nights just for fun, like literally just for fun, which I think is honestly so cool that they added that. I think some things that you would really want to look out for are their art contests and maybe their base building things. I just personally, the reason I think that this would be like good to let you guys know about is because they kind of said it in the way of trying to see what you guys can do, but I think this would really help like to get you guys noticed and just have fun and communicate with other people, of course, because that's always like a really fun thing. But mainly for me, I think that it's really cool that they have that so that you can have like a movie night, trivia, you know, see what you know, just for fun, like all that for fun. But anyways, moving on to the elements. Alright, so starting off with our basic element knowledge of what we know and what we probably should know before anything is the three main elements, which are the most common elements and ones that you are going to get by default from any egg that you open. And that is going to be fire, grass, and water. Now, I do actually have all three of those, and what I was thinking was I probably like going through this won't have a visual representation of all of them. So very sorry about that, but hopefully we'll get through as much information as possible. But each one of these have one of the main three. As you can see, the big guy here has the grass, this one has water, and this very small one down here has fire. And it's kind of obvious because they're just glowing colors, and you know, you can just tell. These are the ones that you will get again just from getting them out of the egg or by breeding. And by breeding, I would mean you would obviously, like if you're getting a fire element, you would have to either breed like 2 fire elements or a fire element and whatever other element, because obviously it's gonna need like a fire element within the breeding to have a fire element. Like it's not gonna just randomly throw a fire element at you if you're breeding like 2 light elements for whatever reason. I don't think it does that, at least. There's a chance it probably could, knowing this game, but I'm gonna say that it doesn't do that. But again, I genuinely have not tried like breeding 2 light elements together, so we'll just go with what I know. But those are the 3 main ones. But they did actually recently change the designs for all the eyes and like the little patterns they have in there, which I think is honestly really cool. I feel like I should mention in case maybe you were wondering and didn't actually know that happened, but they did do that. They kind of like changed how the eyes look. They gave them more of like a glowy effect too. And I believe that they also did kind of like change when they, you know, breathe the element out, like they use the attack. I do believe they changed it as well because I don't remember water having bubbles in it, but it is honestly really cool. So they did change some of those. I do know that I believe it was the death element is still the same. I say death element, I think it's is it like, was it demon? I don't think it was death. Maybe it was death. Is that's confusing me. Okay, actually, okay, it's okay. Moving on. Next, we're going to talk about how we can move on to kind of like uncommon elements, which are going to be the next up above our lovely little common ones. Again, commons being water, fire, grass. Now, combining 2 of these will get you these uncommon ones. The mix of fire and water are going to get you the air element. Just know, remember that is not always going to be the case. Yes, you will have the chance of getting that if you keep doing it, but that doesn't mean every time that you breed them, you are definitely going to be getting that element. There's a chance that when you do that, you could just get the water or just get the fire, because that's kind of how it goes. And that's how it's going to go for the harder ones too, so I definitely would say look out there, because it's going to get a little difficult. But this is an example of an air element. This is actually my oldest lasting air element that I've had, so pretty awesome. But this one is actually also one that I got from breeding, so cool stuff. Moving on, next we have fire and grass, which when you do that, that will get you the lava element. Being completely honest though, I do not believe I actually have the element, so we're gonna kind of like pass on a visual for that one. I've got some pretty crazy visuals over here, like literally don't know what that one is. There's like some of them have the craziest elements, but yeah, I don't have like the most basic ones out there. Like I genuinely don't think that I have a lava element anywhere in here. I know I used to, like that was definitely something I used to have because I was so happy to have that, but I think I just have a lot of fire elements and then a lot of whatever else there is, you know, like genuinely like there is a lot in here, but not a single lava one. Like these are all fire or something else. Yeah, no. Anyway, so that's how you get lava. Next we got ocean, which genuinely I think is a really pretty one. Like I'm just saying, it is kind of like pretty, and that's gonna be the mix of water and grass. I actually, hold on, I did have a visual for that one. I'm so sorry. I'm like, I'm flying through here trying to figure it out. There's a life one. So there is a death one. I was right about that. Aha ha ha. That was okay. I'm actually glad that I was like right on that. I was really questioning if they had a death element because I was like, maybe. I was so sure that's what it was called, but I remember that there's like dark, there's demon, and then there's death. There's a lot of them. Okay, now I can't even remember which one had the ocean one. This is so confusing. It's okay, guys. At least we know, at least we're figuring out what they create. I feel like that's all we're worried about really, but I did want to kind of like add visuals to like make it a little more helpful so you can at least see what you're getting from it, and maybe if you want to get that element, because I feel like that's also kind of like a thing here. Anyway, so I don't know what happened to it again. I'll probably like end up, you know, coming across it like way later in the video. But it's okay. It's okay. All we need to know is that's how you get them. And those are going to be our uncommon ones. So there's 3 uncommon, 3 common, and then we're going to be moving on to our next level, which I'm not entirely sure what you would call these ones because they're all literally labeled like tier 0, tier 1, tier 2. So it's not like uncommon, common, common, rare, epic, you know. I'm just doing that to say it, but so far we've gone through tier 0, which is our primary ones, the basic ones that I was talking about, and then we have tier 1, which are the 3 that we just went over that are air, lava, and ocean. And then next we're going to be talking about how you can mix air, lava, and ocean to get the next higher up ones. Stay with us. So next we're gonna have the dark element, which was what I talked about, which is gonna be air and lava. This one, I literally saw it. You guys even saw it. I went over it, but there's so many that I honestly also cannot just tell from looking at the pupil what it is. Like I could not tell you genuinely just looking at this. I'm guessing. That one's blue fire. That's not even close. Blue fire as well. What are you? You're ocean. I knew there was one with ocean. Okay, hold on. Let's look at ocean. There we go. Ocean. Okay, there you go. That's all I needed to show you there. That was ocean. But we are talking about dark now. And of course, I'm not going to be able to find dark either. So, fun stuff right there. Very fun stuff. I literally just looked over it too. We all saw it. We all gave it a little like look with our eyes. We all saw that it existed. I don't know where it went. I never know. It is hard to control like all of these. Dark, that's dream. That's, yeah, you know what, it's okay. It's okay. Again, as long as we know it's there, it's there. But that's how you're gonna get the dark one. Air and lava. Moving on. Ice is right here. We literally have ice. I got eyes on you. Ice is going to be air and ocean. Let's look at ice. Pretty stuff. I must say, I also really like the eye design for this one. Hello. Yeah, you know what? It's okay. It's fine. You can see it like right here. It's really tiny, but you can see it. The dragons are giving me a really hard time, but that's that one. That one's really pretty though. Really like it, that one. Then we have light, which is obviously going to be lava and ocean. You can start to kind of like make assumptions from there. Light, I also do have. Again, we're going to like sit here forever. No, it's okay. We have it. Here we go. And then light. Obviously, you know, it just looks like light. It's kind of basic. So you can kind of tell probably what dark looks like just from seeing what light looks like. But those are our next ones, which are going to be tier 2, I believe they were labeled as. So now I believe we're moving on to tier 3. It gets confusing, I know. I actually lied. There's another one for tier 2, which is toxic, which I remember toxic too. I definitely don't think I have this one, but I just lied to myself. It's the very first dragon I clicked on. But toxic is actually going to be the grass and the lava element. I'm not entirely sure how I forgot that one, because this dragon I got from literally breeding my mantises that I had over and over until I got a toxic element and a dragon with like toxic colors. That's this guy. The toxic element, genuinely really cool in my opinion. I'm not mad at myself for taking so much time to get this guy, but at the same time, not sure entirely why I needed to waste so much time, but that's besides the point. I at least have him to show off now for the lovely video. Very helpful. Now we're moving on to tier 3. So blue fire, we all know blue fire. I've literally shown you it like 5 times now. Blue fire is a mix of the fire and ice element. Now this is where it gets tricky. Again, that's gonna be a mix of a tier 0 and a tier 2. Really different tiers there, so you can again tell where it gets confusing, but it kind of just also shows that the mix and match possibilities of the elements are basically like endless, so you can really just like on your own try and figure out how elements work if you really wanted to, maybe surprise yourself a little. But this is blue fire. Blue fire has been around for the longest time, I've got to say. Like, that was probably one of the first ones that I had ever seen that was a mix of elements that actually like surprised me. So blue fire, pretty old one. I knew I had one of those ones for sure. I mean, we saw that like 3 times with so many different dragons in my inventory. Blue fire though, I always think is really cool. Next we got angel, which I'm also pretty sure angel is an important one. I'm gonna say that, but then probably like not have much meaning behind it. But angel is a mix of air and light. Once again, that is a tier 0 mixed with a tier 2, so you boost up there. It, like I've said many times before, it gets confusing. This is an angel. Okay, good. See, no, I'm getting there. I'm having more of them. Angel basically looks like light, but has like more scattered particles than light does. Still basically the same thing though. And then obviously from angel, there's demon, which is going to be lava and dark, which is actually a tier 1 and a tier 2. Confusing, I know. It's okay. We worked through it, guys. Like, we'll get through it. It's okay. As long as you got this video, you're following along, things are pretty chill, okay? Like, it's not going to get too difficult, but if you're looking for one in specific, it might be a while. I'm just saying. Now, if I have a demon one or not, I genuinely don't think I do, because I don't remember ever getting one. I don't think I've ever seen anyone with it, which is kind of crazy. I mean, maybe people do have it and they really just don't use the fire ever, but I genuinely have never seen it myself. I don't think I own one, so yeah, stuff happens. But the demon one, again, is a mix of lava and dark. Really cool. The eye, though, for the demon is honestly really cool because they changed it from how it was before, as I mentioned way earlier. But that one, the new update for that one is really cool looking. Next, we have sun, which I do not have, and I know for sure that I don't because I think it's a really cool element, and I've obtained it one time. Actually, now that I'm thinking about it, I might have it. Now that I think about it, there's a slight chance. Anyways, while I'm looking for it, you're gonna need a lava and a light element, which again is going to be a tier 1 and a tier 2 mixed together. It gets harder, don't worry, you'll figure it out. It like, as you go on, obviously you'll kind of like, it'll stick and you'll be like, oh yeah, this makes that makes that. Easy peasy stuff, you know. It's not that hard to do anymore. Yeah, no, I don't think I have a sun one. Yeah, no. I lied, but I literally had one time. That element's really cool. Again, it's kind of one that I haven't like seen a lot, so crazy stuff. Maybe you want to try and get that one just to see what it looks like. But yes, now moving on to moon. That one is also one I have this one is one I have never ever seen. Like, I'm gonna be honest with you, never seen it. So crazy stuff. This one you're gonna get from mixing ocean and dark, which again is a tier 1 and a tier 2 mixed together. Awesome. The pupil design for this one is also really pretty. So if you guys want to see what those ones look like and you just want to try and get like elements for fun, I would definitely suggest trying those two, because I don't know, like I've never seen anyone with them and it's kind of crazy, but they are lovely elements. And then we have Abyss, which Abyss I feel like is actually a really common one when breeding dragons, and that one you're gonna get from a dark and a light one. I do actually have an Abyss one, so we can see that, you know, cool stuff. And the Abyss, it has a really cool color scheme like there. Like, it has this nice dark navy blue. It is the prettiest thing you'll ever see. But yes, that is Abyss. That one is also really nice. I really like that one. Now we're going to be moving on to tier 4. This is where things get even more wild, because now we have tier 3s, tier 2s, tier 1s, and tier 0s that we can all combine together to get these ones. So woohoo! Anyways, death. So this one can be made from either dark and demon or demon and moon. Now, again, haven't seen moon, so don't really know, but that's what it says. So it says demon and moon or dark and demon. So you actually have two options there. Fun stuff, I know. And that is going to be, I believe that's 2 tier 3s together, right? Now I'm losing track. You know, I'll just stop mentioning which one is. You know what element it is. It's okay. I don't need to. We're fine. Anyways, then we have the life. We have death and life element. Life element is going to be light and angel or light and sun. Easy stuff. It's basically the other one, but reversed. Obviously, you probably could just put that together by yourself. I don't need to explain it, do I? I do know I have a life element, but I don't think I have a death element, and you're not old enough. So you can see the pupil here. It is really pretty. I used to have a death element. It used to be a wasp of mine. I think it is gone now, so yeah. But I used to have that one as well. The death one, I can explain it to you though. It has like a dark aura, and then it has like these white little rings around it, like when it, you know what, I gave up. You know, I was gonna explain it, and then I realized I wasn't really good at explaining it, but maybe you get it, maybe you don't. Anyways, moving on. Antimatter. Antimatter, another really cool one. This one is going to be angel and demon, which is going to be your tier 3s. Boop, bam, antimatter. We do have an antimatter as well, and here's that. Antimatter, coolest stuff you'll ever see. That one, pretty colors. It just has a really cool design. It's really nice. Antimatter. And then we had the equinox element, which is actually going to be sun and moon. So I mean, I don't have that one, so I'm not even going to try to look for it because I know I do not have it. Again, if you want to try that out, I would definitely say go for it. Like, it sounds like fun, just trying to get elements just for the heck of it. Go for it. Then we have the corrosive element, which is going to be the toxic and abyss. The only reason I know the corrosive by heart is because they used to have a mission where you literally had to sacrifice a corrosive element dragon. After working so hard to just even get the corrosive element, it was difficult. It was a hard time, but the corrosive element, it's really cool looking. It is really cool, but it is so hard to get, especially if you're trying to work your way up on your own to that element without any cheating, just by breeding. That's what I did. It was horrible. Don't do it. I would not suggest. I would at least say, like, get a toxic and abyss dragon and then try, because they do not work your way up if you want the corrosive, or just find someone who has a dragon with the corrosive element. I'm sure they do not care about what the element is, and they just want to get rid of the dragon. Like, I'm telling you, don't do it how I did. That was pain and suffering. And then for our last one that we have here is going to be wrath, which I should have right here. Yep. And that's gonna be angel and abyss, which, you know, cool stuff. And this one, it's really pretty too. So yeah, those are all that you can get through breeding and kind of mismatching the elements. Cool, fun stuff, I'll say. And then I'm not gonna go into like big detail about it because there's not really much behind it. Then we have our elemental potions, which I have mentioned in almost every other video where we do have an elemental potion present, and I will literally say that is an elemental potion, and you can tell because it will have this little charm coming off the bottle. Easy stuff, and that's going to get you elements that you can clearly not get from breeding, and that's kind of the whole gist there. Some elements are genuinely, I believe, considered rare elements because they have been taken away at times, but I do believe every time they do come out during events, But there might be some at some point where they just don't come back. So there might be rare elements at some point. Not to say, I'm not sure, but that's kind of what I'm thinking here. But that is everything on the need to know about elements. If there is somehow anything that I have missed or you still have questions about, please do let me know down in the comments. I'll hopefully try to get to that. But that's gonna be it for this video. If you guys like this video, make sure to like, subscribe, part of Light Squad, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye!